Alright, well, hey there, guys. Welcome back to the Depressing Session podcast. It is episode 17. It is me, WeedMan. I am here once again, back with FatMan. How you doing, FatMan?
First of all, I want to say hello to anyone who's actually listening to this shit to begin with. And also, I'm coming up with a new topic of mine.
Okay, what's that?
Fuck, I forgot what it was for a second.
My boy.
But it's going to be like, I'm going to ask a random question
Okay.
and make it everyone else's problem.
Okay.
Like, in a sense of, these are questions I have thought of not while high, and I'm going to ask them, what the fuck?
So it's kind of like questions that really make you, question everything.
Yes.
Like, is water wet? Like that sort of
Fuck.
stuff. What?
That one got me.
Have you never heard that? Is water wet?
No, I think I have. I'm just really high right now. To remember he's saying that shit.
And things like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Like, do you think a hot dog's a sandwich?
I mean, there's meatball subs and they're sometimes shaped in the same thing.
Okay, so you do think it's a sandwich then?
Yeah, but it's like a side sandwich.
So it's a version of a sandwich, but it's not a sandwich.
It's like a sub sandwich.
It's like a subset. It's a sub. So do you think? So you think a hot dog's a sub?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, what about what color is nothing?
Darkness.
Fair, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, it's a nothing but the endless void of nothingness. And you're doomed to damnation in it.
Okay. Go on.
While you go utter fucking nuts, because there's nothing. There's nothing.
Okay.
And that's what it's like to be fucking dead.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So earlier before the podcast, we were talking, and you mentioned that you had found a new pet peeve of yours.
Yeah.
What was that pet peeve?
Okay, so it happened today. I was waking up watching this one reactor dude I like on YouTube, watching like an animation in front of another YouTuber that I like.
Yeah. So it was a reaction channel.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm watching the guy, and at one point he's wondering like what kind of gun this one character has that they're using to attack this other jackasses.
Mm-hmm.
At first he said a minigun, then he said a shotgun.
Okay.
That bothered me so much. Like, I felt a silent rage just emanating from my brain.
Really? And what was it actually?
A BAR, a Browning automatic rifle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about it made him misclassify it? Do you think it was just stupid, or was there something like actually design wise?
Oh no, he doesn't. Oh, I don't think they know. Look, the person I like knows about guns to begin with. I knowing more about guns in the sense of which ones were in what war.
Oh, okay. So it's more just you have more expertise than him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no offense to the guy. He does. Like, if he doesn't know guns, that's all fine and stuff. But like,
yeah.
I had the immediate urge just to correct him, and I actually did that through the comments.
Okay, what did you say to him?
I said, well, I can't remember the exact thing because I'm pretty high right now, but it was pretty much that's not a shotgun. That is a Browning automatic rifle. It uses up around 20 to 30, or later on till I figure out that was actually from 20 to 40 bullets.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. The next sentence was, "Sorry, I got bothered for you calling it a shotgun."
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, everyone's got their own little pet peeves. Like, one of my pet peeves is like people that drive slow, like below the speed limit.
So old people.
I mean, yeah, no, old people, they're kind of, they can't be considered just a pet peeve in and of themselves, because they just don't fucking know how to drive. There was one time I had an old lady fucking, like, literally almost make me rear-ender, because we were driving down the road, and she just stopped all of a sudden and just pulled off into the middle of this fucking field, right in goddamn front of me.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, she just went, and then just pulled off into the lot, and I almost rear-ended her.
God.
What do you think about old people? What do you think about them?
They need. Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
So we get a bunch of people who work from the government become butlers and maids for the old people.
So you think of an elderly care program?
Yes.
Okay. And why do you think that should be?
It just makes it easier for them.
Fair. So you believe in like old folks' homes and stuff like that?
Yes.
Would you ever go to an old folks' home?
If I was old enough.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, sure.
Better than just being by myself.
There's a lot of rampant STDs there, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they're too old to get pregnant and too old to care, so everyone
just fuck.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot. Yeah, it's a very unfortunate fact to know, but yeah, a lot of old folks' homes are a horny place apparently. Yeah. So
that's terrifying.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that terrifying? You don't like the visual of old people fucking?
I mean, would you?
I mean, it's not preferred, but I mean, it happens.
WeedMan.
It happens. You know what I mean? I wouldn't watch it, but it happens.
I would be too weird about it.
Yeah, no, it's weird to think about.
Yeah. Well, nah, never mind.
So you would go to an old folks home personally. Would you ever send your parents to an old folks home?
Well, either if I had the money for it or if I have the willingness to do that.
Okay.
Yes on my mom, no on my dad.
Really? Why wouldn't you send your dad?
Because he'd be hanging with me.
Okay. Why would you send your mom?
Fuck her.
Okay, fair enough.
I just
understandable.
Okay. Have I not mentioned how many times I do not like my own mother?
I mean, to me, even on the podcast, you know what I mean?
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah. I mean, is that something you'd be comfortable sharing on the podcast?
Maybe like when it's one of our topics.
Okay, I mean, it could be the topic of this episode.
Nah. I would say like, well, that would be something that I would need to be pre-high for.
What do you mean pre-high? Like high before the podcast for?
Yes.
I mean, you kind of were today. You were high before we started.
Fair enough. But I don't know. It's my personal thing, you know?
Okay, you just don't feel like talking about it right now?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fine.
Because I don't want to be pissed off while I'm high.
That's fair.
I'm enjoying the buzz right now, man.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Don't want to fuck it up.
That's good. What is your favorite way of smoking? Speaking of weed, what's your favorite way of consuming it? Out of all the shit we've done, what is your favorite way?
I think I've said this before on another podcast, but I would say for me, pipe.
Okay, like a dry pipe.
Well, like one of those kick-ass wooden pipes that you would see a wizard smoke out of.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or kick-ass dwarf.
So yeah, dry pipes.
Yeah,
that's technically what they're classified as. I'm pretty sure.
And I would do like a small layer, like some flour, concentrate, shit, and moon rocks.
Damn, that's a fuck me up bowl right there. Flour, concentrates, and moon rocks.
Yeah,
that shit knock you on your ass. I told you about the time I did a full bowl of moon rocks, right?
Yeah, you told me about that. I think.
Yeah, I almost fucking passed out. Like I almost I was going in and out. And I almost fucking passed out.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it was a night.
I always did kind of like it when we did podcasts without like us coming up with topics, so it made it more fresh, you know.
Yeah, I know it does.
But this does help us try to come up with better ideas while one of us is more baked than the other.
I try to write down some ideas of stuff we could talk about, so there's not as many lulls in the podcast and in the conversation, so it's more engaging for the viewers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because YouTube's all about the engagement and keeping people wanting to watch it. And so there's a lot of lulls of us going like, well, or like, oh, what should we talk about? You know what I mean? It kind of like, it kind of feels like we're wasting the viewer's time. You know what I mean? So it's like, I like to come up with some things beforehand. But
like politics.
Politics, yeah. Yeah. What do you think of politics? Do you like politics? You into politics? You follow politics?
I say to all who are in the political game, fuck you.
Okay, so you really don't...
You suit wearing cunt fucks.
Well, damn. So you really don't like politics then?
No.
That's fair. I don't either. A lot of people don't.
Anarchy forever, cocksuckers.
Really? You think we believe in anarchy? What would you do if the United States enacted anarchy? Like, what would be the first thing you'd do? If there were just no laws, what would be the first thing you could do?
That is a good question. I would always like to expect myself to just go for a full-on purge route.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
In the sense of immediately just trying to find people I do not like the most and then just ending them.
So it'd be the first thing you'd do.
Yes.
Is murder.
Yes.
Understandable. Fair enough, I guess.
And a lot of them are big hitters, too.
What do you mean?
Don't ask.
Like, political figures or some shit? Or theoretically, they might be political figures. Theoretically.
Right.
Theoretically, okay.
And theoretically, I'd be doing everyone else a fucking favor.
Okay. Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, this is what you would do. Theoretically, but not what you actually would do. You could do that. If there was like a purge thing, but you wouldn't do it. I'm trying to help your legal status here, bitch.
Well, hey, at least I'm honest about it.
I know, I'm fucking with you, my boy.
And plus, I'm more bark than bite most of the time.
I know, I'm messing with you.
I mean, also, I'm not that fucking snapped.
No, I know, I'm just messing with you, my boy. That's fair, though. I don't know what I would do in a purge situation, or like an anarchy situation.
I would just kind of see you just stealing like a shit ton of weed.
I don't know. I don't know if I would steal shit. I don't know. I don't really like have enough of a want of other people's things to steal stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're not a materialist.
Yeah. It's like I don't really have it in me to be like, oh, I can steal this right now. It's like, that's theirs and I have what's mine and that's fine by me.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure there would be a couple scenarios where I would, where if I was like starving for food or something.
Yeah.
But I don't have that, and that's why I don't really have any desire to steal things.
Hmm.
Have you ever stolen anything? Like, have you stolen anything in your life?
A couple times, yeah.
Really? What have you stolen? Theoretically, what have you stolen?
Well, okay, I would like to share actually the first thing I ever stole as a child.
That
story.
You hypothetically stole.
Hypothetically stole, but we ended up giving it back.
Okay, that's fair. What was it? Okay, first off, was it intentional or was it accidental?
Well, I didn't know the concept. Well, it was at the age where I didn't know the concept of stealing.
Okay, so it was accidental.
Yes.
I've done that too. I have a story about it.
Well, actually, accidental / personal.
What do you mean / personal?
Well, I think it was because my dad said I wanted it. He told me no, so I just...
Oh.
I will prove you had a spite, old man.
Okay, so it was intentional, but you didn't know what you were doing was wrong.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, we'll go on. Tell the story.
Okay, so it was at Target.
Okay.
We were going down, I was collecting, I don't know what, I think it was like for a party or something. I think I was like around 4 maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was whenever I was finally able to fucking walk normally.
Okay.
Right, so anyways, I saw like this Hot Wheels thing and I told myself, I want that. So I showed my dad. So I was like, can I have this? He said no. Like, okay. So like while they weren't looking, I pretended to put it back and ended up just putting it in my pocket. And we were able to leave. No one noticed.
Damn.
Until my young dumbass just decided to say, hey, look what I got. It was like, my dad's like, you motherfucker. And my sister was here too, like, what the fuck are you doing?
My man told on himself. He said, hey father, look what I just stole.
I'm like that one kid who stole like this one, like, I think it was like on a YouTube short or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
But it was like this kid wanting to give his dad a gift, and he heard that he likes bourbon, so he stole another kid's dad's bourbon.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, like, he's both like he's like shocked, but somehow proud of it.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. This was funny.
That was like my dad when I did that. It was like, you motherfucker.
It's like, oh, you little shit. I'm so proud of you.
But yeah, that is the story of how I first stole shit.
Yeah. I think for me, there was one time I accidentally stole something. It was from a fucking Quiznos.
What, Quiznos?
You remember Quiznos?
Yeah, they made shitty sandwiches, man.
I kind of liked them when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really? Even though they automatically just toast a sandwich.
Yeah, I like toasted sandwiches, so I kind of liked Quiznos. I didn't get it a whole lot, but I liked it. But I went through with my family, and I was like, okay, go pick out a bag of chips. And so I just went up and grabbed one. I didn't think about it. Didn't like put it on the counter or didn't tell the clerk or anything. And I was a little kid, so I didn't think about it. I just walked out. Then we got to the car. And Mom went, "Did we pay for those?" I'm like, "I don't know. Did we?" And so I started to like freak out. I'm like, "Oh God, I just stole something." And I was like, "No, it's fine. We'll go back and pay for it." Just went back and paid for it and left. But for like a split second, I was like, "Oh God, no, I didn't."
Yeah, I believe we've all been there, my friend. I believe we've all been there.
Yeah.
Also, we had two different stories.
Yeah, mine was just accidental, and yours was like, "Fuck you, father. I'll show you."
Well, okay, I wouldn't say that, like, in the sense of the fuck you thing. It's more like in the sense, I will spite you, old man.
No, I know. I get what you mean.
This is like, it makes a very damn good story, though.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
What else have you hypothetically stolen?
Hypothetically? Oh, right, the running joke.
I'm trying to save our asses legally.
Well, they're mostly just minor crimes. They're nothing big.
No, it's a joke. But what other stories? Do you have any other stories about this?
I once accidentally stole a whole pack's worth of toothpicks.
You accidentally stole toothpicks?
Yeah.
And how'd that happen?
Well, this was back when I was living with my dad and going to my old high school, right?
Okay.
So afterwards, I told my dad, "Hey, Dad, can you help me buy some toothpicks for the science project?" He was like, "Yeah, okay." And then we can also get some drinks or something. I was like, "Cool." So we walk in, talk for a bit while we're walking in through the door. And all of a sudden, we just see this one son of a bitch just running outside to see that he probably stole something.
Okay.
I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And my dad's like, "He went that way." Then one of them was like, "Thanks," and then just starts chasing him. And I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And it was like, "Motherfucker was trying to steal something."
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, okay." So we walk into the store.
Okay.
We're like going down. I find the toothpicks immediately. I put them in my jacket pocket. Then afterwards, we grab like our drinks and we grab like some chips. After that, my brain went like, there's nothing in my pocket. Okay, we're good. So we go to the counter. Then afterwards, we pay for everything. It's still in the pocket, mind you. Okay. And just like afterwards, we just walk out the door. I put my hands in my pocket. As soon as we're like halfway home, then I just realized, oh shit.
So why did you pick them up and put it in your pocket in the first place?
I don't know. It gives you more room for me to grab other shit.
But did you like go there for toothpicks, or did you just seem like, "I want you," and just?
No. Okay, it was originally like for a science project.
Okay. I
That's what I said before.
I missed that. I'm a bit with you. I missed that, I guess.
And I'm high.
I am too.
But like, yeah. Then there was this one time where I went to a minor Comic-Con and stole a bunch of little Star Wars guns.
I think you told me about that. It was like, yeah, you told me about that, yeah. Tell it again for the viewers at home, though.
Oh, well, my dad and my dad's friend wanted to go to a Comic-Con. Then my dad thought, hey, you know what? My son will love going to this. And I did. It was awesome. Okay. So, as small as it was pretty good. And we got to saw some minor league actors or actresses or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like B-list.
Yeah, something like that or whatever. So anyways, like, I'm just walking around and I asked my dad, "Hey, Dad, can you give me $1 so I can buy a can of soda?" It was like, "Fine, but make sure you get back as quick as you can. I don't want to lose you near or whatever shit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay." So I go to this one guy who's selling soda cans, right? Which is at the other end of the convention or whatever.
Okay.
Halfway when I walk back through the aisles and shit, immediately see like this one guy selling like small guns and shit.
Okay.
And I just waited till he just like wasn't looking and just put them in my pockets. I think I took like 10.
You took 10?
Yeah.
How much were they a piece?
I think probably not a lot, honestly. Most likely just like maybe like a 25 cents maybe.
Okay, so they're just like little like action figure toys or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were just little Star Wars guns.
Okay. My man walked up and went, "You're coming with me."
Yeah, well, they're like in a giant bin and stuff, and I'm just looking around, looking, and then just taking.
Damn, little kid you was ruthless.
Oh no, that was like preteen me.
How old were you?
For the Comic-Con one?
Yeah.
I want to say like around 13.
Damn. Well, that's still kind of a kid though. You know, like think about you at 13 versus you now. It's like think about how much just younger you were at 13.
I gotta say,
what?
When I got a little bit older, my stealing became a bit more of a. It kind of went a bit higher in the sense I would steal other family member shit.
You would steal your other family member shit.
Fuck yeah! I remember how many times I actually stole my mom's old earphones because mine kept on breaking.
Oh, so you just fucking take them and she'd buy a new pair for herself?
No. Like these are her old ones. Like every single time she gets like a new pair of earphones, she forgets the other ones.
Oh,
they're
okay.
usually like and they're usually just like the regular pure white ones.
Yeah.
And it's like I just take it.
I mean, that's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? You probably should have asked, but that's not like you're taking like the one she's using.
It was more fun because it was her shit.
Fair enough. So there was a specific vendetta on those thefts.
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn. I mean, earlier you did say you wanted to talk about bestiality.
Oh shit! Right.
So what did you? Earlier before the podcast, we were kind of bouncing ideas off of each other and be like, "Oh, what should we talk about?" And this man was like, "Oh, we could talk about people fucking animals." I'm like, huh. So what about bestiality did you want to talk about?
Well, I'm kind of wondering, like, what kind of causes people to do it?
Okay.
You know, like, I'm kind of, like, what is the main reason to go do it? Like, are you that desperate or something? Or, I mean, and also, can you do it the other way around?
Oh, like animal does it to people?
Yeah.
No, I can. Yeah, that happens. People are into that. Yeah. Do you remember Whitney, Wisconsin?
No.
She was a woman. She blew up online way back in like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. And she blew up on the internet because she made a video about all the reasons it was okay to fuck her dog. And she like talked about how her dog does things to her and stuff like that, and why it was okay and why more people should do it. Did you never hear about that?
No.
Yeah, no, it was an actual thing. Yeah. Yeah. She was hated. Very, very hated.
God damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was back in like the Wild West days of the internet though, like when like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank and all those people. Like
damn.
Like back when the internet was like the shock internet, you know what I mean? Like everything had shock value to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the over dramatic chipmunk.
Oh, I remember the over dramatic chipmunk. That shit was so funny. I remember I'd watch like a compilation of those. They were so funny.
They always are.
It says the most common reasons for engaging in zoophilic relationships were attraction to animals out of either a desire for affection and a sexual attraction towards and or a love for animals. So they're just like, they just love animals so much.
That
like,
they will want to fuck them and or fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, there's more to it than that, I'm sure. But that's just, I guess that's how their brains are wired, and they're fucking weird. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's, I don't know what causes it. I mean, it's hard to say what causes kinks and stuff, you know?
Right. That's still weird, though. It is so fucking weird. You know?
Oh, yeah, no, it is. Let's see.
Okay, I thought I have a good question. What?
Hold on.
What?
So I went on Reddit with this.
Oh, god damn it.
And it's a post from a year ago from r/too afraid to ask. It just says, why is bestiality a thing? Is it legal or illegal? Yada, yada, yada. And then the very, very first response, the very first line is, because incels need sex too.
Oh, God. Why, humanity? Why do you do this stupid shit? God damn it.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I forgot now.
God damn it.
Because I was that shocked.
Yeah.
That was like the first fucking thing.
Yeah, the very, very first. The very first one.
What were we talking about before?
We were talking about bestiality.
Oh shit.
And
right.
like internet shock culture. Do you remember the internet shock culture? Like back in like 2015, 2016? When everything was just so fucking unhinged on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a long time where the internet was kind of a fucked place to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Even just like surface level, like YouTube. Do you remember YouTube back in the day?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there was some fucked up shit then.
That's what YouTube needs to be again, you know?
Man, maybe not to the same level.
Well, at least
it should. I do think it should be less strict than it currently is, but I don't think it should ever go back to some of the ways it was. Because you used to be able to find like beheading videos and shit online.
and porn.
Yeah, exactly. I remember going to YouTube for porn. I watched porn on YouTube for a fat minute.
Okay. But like maybe like something like after like the years before that or whatever.
So like back when it was like just starting. How it was just people fucking around.
Well, I meant like I meant to say after all the porn and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. There was a period where like after like 2018, 2019 YouTube was pretty chill. Like there wasn't really anything too bad going on and there wasn't any too strict guidelines. Like 2017 to 2019 were pretty chill years, and then after that it just kind of all went downhill.
You think so?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, everything changes. It hasn't gone as downhill as Twitch, though. Twitch is really going downhill.
Is it because of Elon Musk or
No, that's Twitter.
Oh.
Twitch is the live streaming platform.
Oh shit! Wait, that's going down?
I mean, I don't know exactly if it is. I just heard it was. Mainly because a lot of creators are leaving. Basically, that's why. It's that Twitch is doing a lot of like bad business decisions, and so a lot of creators are leaving.
Right. I would just say, hey, I got an idea.
Okay.
Why not just get like all the creators and shit doing this? Create your own like their own Twitch or whatever, like their own streaming service.
Because no one. So you just think everyone should just make their own streaming thing?
No, like you get all the creators who were on Twitch and stuff. You get them all to work together, and they make the streaming line.
Okay, I get what you mean. I mean, yeah, that could work. It's a lot of work, and it's easier to just go to YouTube. You
Fair enough. But it would also be a good way to shove a middle finger up the corporate assholes.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be hard to do, though. It'd be worth it. But I don't think that'll...
Yep. All the way to the third knuckle.
Damn.
Else,
How do you feel? Like, what are your genuine thoughts and feelings about the podcast? Like, do you like how it's going? Do you like what's happening with it?
Yeah, like I just hope we stick to like just coming up with random shit.
Okay.
And also we still get high.
Okay. Is there anything you feel needs to change or anything you feel could be better? Like anything specific? Like obviously everything to a degree can get better, but is there anything like specific that you're like, I wish that was different? You know what I mean?
In a sense that we actually had our own studio.
Okay, so you think like just less jank.
Yeah, and stuff. Okay. Also like good equipment. Like not saying like your equipment is shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying upgrade.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And I do want to do that, and that is on my list, and technically I am working towards it because I got a better phone. I'm upgrading my computer at home so it's easier to edit and stuff like that, and I'm probably maybe going to get a new laptop. That's probably coming up on the list. A new microphone stand. Fucking. But no, I will agree with that, and I'm also trying to figure out how to do 2 different microphones, so it's not just one in the center of us.
Like something like that.
Yeah.
Also a sandwich.
Well, I mean, it's not good to eat while you're doing a podcast because you got.
Oh, I meant before the podcast.
Oh, yeah. No, I was thinking about that. I was like, I was like, we really need to start like making sure we have water and we ate beforehand, so there's nothing. We've used the restroom, so we don't have to get up in the middle of it and like.
Yeah, though that hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be better to be a little more prepared.
Yeah, in a sense, like if we manage to get too high and we don't end up just ordering something.
Yeah. But no, I was like, I do agree. I do want like an actual like studio to do this at, like an actual place to do it, so I don't gotta tear everything down and then set it up at another place and tear it down, so as like I have a place that people could just come and do the podcast. But I don't have a place for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would kind of have to be either a place that I rent or at my house, and I don't have room at my house, and I would rather spend money. I'd rather spend that rent money on rent for my own place. You know what I mean?
God. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna be like allowed for me to say, but I was kind of thinking like if we are able like to buy that one abandoned building down the road.
Yeah.
And we just like fix it up and shit.
No, I thought about that too. That was like a dream for a good little bit, was buying that building. For context for the people at home, in the place that we live, there's an abandoned building that's like maybe 10-15 minutes. Like 5 minutes outside of town, but like 10-15 minutes from here.
Had a decent looking kitchen. From what I assumed before, it was more decayed.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like, I don't... You can't really...
Well, you can tell like where the kitchen was, is what I'm saying.
Well, it wasn't a house. It was like an office building.
Still.
Yeah,
it had a decent kitchen.
Fair.
If it was a kitchen to begin with.
Fair enough. But anyways, there's this building there that we would always hang out at a couple years ago. But no, I did think about buying that because it would be kind of cool. But I couldn't figure out how to like get in contact with the owners, and then it's like, well, would I rather buy that place or would I rather buy a place for me to live? You know what I mean? Like an actual like house.
Right.
Kind of thing.
But maybe like a good studio room or something.
Yeah, no, because by the end of the year, I am planning on having my own mobile home, and I'm hoping to get one that's 2 bedrooms, one for my bedroom, and then the second one for an office. So I can have like my computer and stuff in there too, and
right.
I would either set the podcast up in like the living room or I would do it in that room. It's kind of one of those things that I don't really know until I get the place.
Well, in like a good sense, like that way, like we don't have much of an echo effect and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the acoustics in this room should be pretty good because it's pretty small, like
contained.
Yeah, it's contained. There's no open ceilings or anything, and there's carpet as well. And a bed and books and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But no, getting a more professional environment and professional setup is definitely something I'm trying to work towards. I'm just like, I'm busy with work,
Yeah.
Work and getting money, and because I'm doing that Amazon FBA stuff now, and so it's like I just have a bunch of shit going on.
That was a question. Is that even legal?
What?
To do what you just said?
Amazon FBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Just that it sounded like something that would actually be illegal.
No, it's legal. It's a program through Amazon. It's basically just selling things on Amazon. That's all it is.
Oh, so you basically end up just working for Amazon.
Not really for them. I'm just selling products on their website. So it's not like I'm at the warehouses doing shit. I get the product, I scan it and put it in the system, and I ship it off to them. And if someone buys it, they ship it over to them. So technically, I guess it could be considered. It's more working with them. Because you're selling products on their platform and they're taking a cut and giving you the rest.
Right. In the sense of you're kind of passing along the chain of money. The guy who wants a shit gives the money to you, then you end up giving the money to Amazon.
Yeah, so it's basically Amazon is the middleman between the seller and the buyer. That's what it is. So me as the seller, I have no contact with them as the buyer. Amazon handles the transaction and just takes a cut of it, basically. So they're acting as a middleman.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It just sounded weird.
No, I get it. It is kind of a weird thing to kind of like conceptualize, I guess, if you don't know what it is.
Like in a sense, it kind of gave me like a weird feeling of like, are we about to to rob a convoy or some shit? A convoy.
No, I know, but why would Amazon FBA be robbing a convoy?
To cut off the middleman.
But Amazon's the middleman.
I meant the you in this scenario.
Okay.
In the sense of like just saying, you know what, fuck Amazon, I ain't paying for shit, I'm just taking it.
Okay. So you thought I was you thought I was stealing from Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, folks. I'm sitting on an old chair, so I'm just fixing my position.
You're good.
For more weed.
Are you sure you should have more weed? Because I mentioned Amazon FBA and you thought about robbing convoys.
Oh, no. That's what I originally thought before I was high. But yeah, I thought about that before I was even high to begin with. Because I guess you just didn't... Either I didn't listen well enough to you explaining it, or you didn't explain it real good to me when you did. But I immediately just thought, like, okay, you're going to rob them like mobsters used to do for trucking companies.
All I said was I was selling things on Amazon. I told you what I was doing, clear as day.
Well, I guess I just needed more context on that one.
I told you. I looked at you. I said, my boy, I'm selling things on Amazon.
Well, apparently I needed better context.
Nah, you're good, my boy. You're good. So is there anything else you think that could be better besides just, like, better equipment and more professionality? I don't know if professionality is a word. Being more professional.
Snacks?
It's not good to eat while you're on the podcast because then you hear everything.
Damn. I guess that's it. Okay. Equipment-wise, is pretty good, but, like, that's all I could think of right now because I'm high.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like I said, I'm trying to get a 2 microphone setup at least, but it's just a matter of figuring out because I tried doing it before, but it didn't work well because there was echoes and shit in the microphones.
Right.
And I think that I need like a special kind of like a specific kind of microphone for it, and those microphones are like I think $200 a piece.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, so it'd be like a $400. So like I'm willing to do it and I'm willing to spend the money. It's just right now it's a little too much money at the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I mean no offense to what I say and stuff. That's just my criticism.
No, I know. I mean, I asked for a reason, you know, because I really want this podcast to do good and be the best that it can. And so I was like, if there's any sort of feedback I can get on what to do next and what to make better, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what this whole thing's about, is just doing it the best that I can.
I would say one more thing. I think we should keep these podcasts in a sense of like free from any kind of script or anything, because I feel like the first thing we talked about was too unrealistic, you know?
What do you mean?
Like we were talking about like which country has like the weirdest laws.
Oh yeah, but remember that I'm cutting that out, so it's not going to be in the video.
Oh shit! Never mind that.
For context, we had a kind of a hard time getting this podcast off the ground. Opening, we had issues, and then we had someone come into the apartment and make a bunch of noise, so we had to like pause it and move it to a different room. So we've just had some struggles with this one, but so you think that it should just be a little more freeform and not too like strict?
Yeah,
that's fair. And I do agree with that. It's just, again, I'm trying to think of some things that if there's a lull in the conversation and we can't think of what to think of, we have a list and be like, we can talk about that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Yeah.
It shows character, personality, authenticity. You know what I mean?
Well, in the sense of me mentioning the fuck up we did earlier.
That's what I mean. It's authentic.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It shows we're not like
faking it.
Yeah. We're being real with this and being honest with it.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You know what I mean?
And also, I feel like when we do a 20th episode or whatever the fuck, okay, I say we all get together and do a live one.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. Just that would be a lot more work because you would need a lot more microphones than just one for like 5 people.
Right.
And then the whole thing about doing it live, that's probably more like a episode 100 kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like a very special, grandiose.
Oh, fair enough. But I don't know. I think it would be kind of kick-ass. Like every 10 episodes, we manage to do it.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun. That is something that that actually is a very good idea that I'll keep in mind for the future.
Thank you.
It's just, again, like, getting that set up is going to take a little bit longer than 3 weeks from now. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So that's the only reason we wouldn't do it for the 20th. But that is a very good idea. That is something that I will actually, like, genuinely look into and keep in mind for the future. Yeah. So I think doing a live one periodically would be pretty fun. Because then people that subscribe can like ask us questions live and stuff.
Yeah. Also, okay, I just remembered something.
What?
I'm thinking of making both a Tumblr page and a Reddit page.
Okay. What would you do on them?
In the sense of me asking them both my random ass questions.
Okay, like what? What kind of questions you got?
How many 5th graders would it take to win a tug-of-war match against a tank?
Really?
Yeah.
How many do you think?
Well, that would also be depending on what kind of tank we're dealing with.
Just a basic Abrams.
Okay, well, I want to say maybe 500,000?
Really? 500,000 toddlers for one tank?
No, I said 5th graders.
Oh, 5th graders.
Yeah, 5th graders. The reason why I went with 5th graders specifically, because that's when they're still at their height of still being a kid before it become teens or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Horsepower of a...
Abrams
tank. Let's see. So an Abrams tank has 1,500 horsepower. Horsepower of a 5th grader.
That's not the what? So that's
2,000.
Not... Wait, why?
No.
Oh.
Okay, there's no horsepower of children. Horsepower of a child. While sleeping, the babies produce an average of 0.004 of a horsepower. What? It was determined that the normal heat production of a recently fed sleeping babies between 2 months and 1 year of age is 0.09 horsepower. So someone's done the math on how much horsepower of heat babies give out.
Really?
Fucking apparently.
God damn.
Oh, here we go. Reddit. Perfect.
Oh, God.
// they did the math. How much horsepower does the average toddler have? I need this for scientific research. Top answer. The toddler in question for these calculations is 15 months old. To find the horsepower, we have to know how much mass was moved, how far, and how much time. First, the average mass of this toddler is 0.43 kilograms. The average height is 0.7874 meters. Assuming that this toddler can lay down and stand back up reasonably quickly, standing up in 1 second, we can set up the formula. Force of toddler 10.43 kilograms by 9.8 meters per second. Acceleration due to gravity equals 1.2.2 n. Energy to move toddler to standing position 102.2 n times 0.787 meters equals 80.47 joules. Power of toddler equals 80.47 joules for 1 second equals 847 watts. 1 horsepower is 745.7 watts. Power of a toddler in horsepower 80.47 watts / 745.7 watts equals 0.108 horsepower. The average 15-month-old baby has 0.18 horsepower. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. So if it's 0.108 horsepower, right, and then the average horsepower of an Abrams is 1,500. So let's see. We'll do 1,500 divided by... what was it? It was 0.108 divided by 0.108. So you need about 13,889 15-month-old toddlers to out. You need a little bit more. So you need 13,890 toddlers to win tug-of-war against an Abrams.
Damn.
I think. I don't know if my math was right. But yeah, that there you go. That answers your question.
I'm just wondering, like, if Mr. Beast would ever use that as a video.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Like, they just start off with one kid, then double it more.
I'm Mr. Beast, and today I have a fucking tank. I'm gonna see how many 15-month-old toddlers it takes.
No, I said 5th graders. Damn it.
No, but that math is off of 15-month-olds.
Oh. My bad.
No, you're good.
I'm too high enough for the joke.
You're good. That was wild. I didn't expect anyone to ever come up with the horsepower of a toddler.
And you see why I want to write down my questions on this shit.
That's fucking hilarious. Someone made the horsepower of a toddler. That's gonna be the title. What is the horsepower of a toddler? That's gonna be the fucking title. I swear to God.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Alright, well, so I think with that, it's probably a good place to end.
You sure? Because you have to edit a lot of things into, man.
No, we still got more to do. We gotta do the ending stuff.
Fair enough.
Seeing as this is the end of the podcast, is there anything you want to touch back on? Anything we talked about? Any questions, comments, concerns, stuff like that?
Hold on, I'm high.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess my usual message of everyone, we're all a bunch of assholes. We need to stop doing stupid shit and just work to fuck together.
Okay.
Or else we're all butt fucked by a son.
Okay. So how is that a question, comment, or concern?
Oh. I thought we were like at the end.
No, I'm asking is there anything you want to talk about that we talked about previous in this podcast, or anything you want to bring back up, or any questions, comments, or concerns?
Well, keep that in though.
Yeah, no, that's staying in.
God damn. Sorry about that, folks. I am very fucked.
No, it's fine, my boy. It was funny.
Oh, God.
How do you feel this podcast went? Do you feel good about it?
Oh, yeah. This is going fucking great.
Yeah, it is.
Especially since I'm in much more in a better fucking mood.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm glad. That's good.
Also, I don't know where the fuck we went with the whole fucking podcast. We had a list of things to talk about. We gotta change it up a bit.
Yeah, do you remember anything we talked about? Do you remember anything at all that we fucking talked about?
I remember the bestiality one.
Yeah, I remember the bestiality. I remember talking about ways to improve the podcast. I remember pet peeves. We talked about pet peeves for a little bit.
Yeah, I also talked about the BAR.
Yeah, we talked about that.
One of my favorite rifles.
Yeah.
As clunky as big as it is, it still hits hard.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I remember using that a lot in Medal of Honor Frontline. It was really nice. It was a really good gun in that game. Mm-hmm. Did you ever play the Medal of Honor games?
Oh yeah, I was a huge Medal of Honor fan. I was more of a Medal of Honor fan than I was a Call of Duty man.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think, besides World at War, the guys who did Medal of Honor did way better.
Yeah.
For doing World War II games.
Yeah, no, they did. Which one did you play?
I remember playing Medal of Honor Airborne was my favorite one. I still have it in a copy.
Yeah, I never got to play that one. I played a Medal of Honor Frontlines, which was the German campaign, and then I also played a Medal of Honor Rising Sun, which was the
I remember
Japanese
playing
one.
Medal of Honor Vanguard.
I don't remember that one.
It was basically kind of like before Airborne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're basically the cool thing about that one, I remember one time, I actually upgraded the Thompson into a somewhat Tommy gun without the forward grip.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, eat more bullets, you Nazi bitches.
Yeah.
I'll turn you into Swiss cheese, you cunt fuckers.
Fair.
Or should I say kid fuckers?
Damn. I remember in Medal of Honor Frontline, there was this one mission that my older brother played just fucking religiously. It was like a mansion where you had to stealth your way through it. It was so fucking cool.
I remember playing a Medal of Honor game for the Wii.
I got a Call of Duty 4 for the Wii when I was a kid. That shit I thought was kind of hard.
Yeah. But I remember this one game, it was a Medal of Honor game, and you can actually try to look for landmines while you're trying to go through some shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool game. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. All I know was a Medal of Honor game.
Yeah.
But you also have these cool they
fingerless gloves.
Yeah, they're all made out of fur and shit. I want those.
Cool. Yeah, fingerless gloves are pretty cool.
Yeah, but I also want to have stun knuckles on them.
Fair. All right. Well, I think with that, we'll go ahead and conclude this episode. Thank you for joining us this week, Fatman.
No problem. And like I said before, guys, we're all a bunch of assholes. Let's get our shit together and work together to make our survivability ever higher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Come back next Monday at 12 p.m. for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments. Come back every Friday as well, 12 p.m. on Fridays for gaming videos with me, Rolf, Hallmark, Poolboy, and a couple of our other friends. As well as check out our Twitter and our TikTok. We kind of post there throughout the week, or at least we try. We try our best with everything.
Do we have a Patreon?
No, we don't. I don't feel like we have enough value that people would pay money for it. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it wouldn't hurt to set up one before.
I'd rather wait until there's something we could actually give the people for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, we could try to do like a D&D game while we're high.
We'll figure that out when the time comes.
Okay.
We're not ready for a Patreon yet. But that'll do it for this episode. Come back next Monday at 12 p.m. for the next podcast. Hope you enjoyed, and you guys have a good week. And remember that just like this podcast, depression is just a session, and it too soon shall pass. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.